Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan James, and I'm a mindset coach that loves to specifically focus on relationships. However, I'm not just limited to helping you with relationships. So if there are other areas of your life that you're looking to create peace, harmony, or abundance in, then feel free to reach out to me. Remember, life is not happening to you. It is happening through you. The circumstances do not matter. You have the ability to create absolutely anything when you become the change you seek to experience. And you are actually creating your reality based on the value and the meaning that you assign to the things that are occurring in your life. So if something occurs and you say, oh my gosh, because this occurred, it means this, it's impossible. You have assigned that meaning. And if you stay there, you're going to see that that perpetuates. But the cool thing is, at any moment, if you decide, you know what, the word impossible literally means I am possible. I'm going to start going in another direction. I'm going to start building new beliefs, choosing to feel better in my reality. Know that this thing is done. You're going to see that things start to change very quickly. Today, I want to talk about where your focus should be when it comes to manifesting. And I know I haven't been posting as consistent of live streams lately. So I've gotten a few people that have reached out to me and said, hey, are you okay? And I just want to say, yes, I am. I'm just very busy. So I have a lot of email coaching and a lot of one-on-one sessions that I'm doing. And I know there are quite a few people from 2 weeks ago that are waiting for some affirmation tracks. So don't worry. If you booked email coaching, you will be hearing from me this week, okay? And for all the people that are looking at my calendar where I'm booked all the way out till August, the email coaching is a really great option. You still get all the same benefit. And it's actually cheaper. So check that out if that's something where you feel like, oh my gosh, there's a sense of urgency. I can definitely help you much sooner if you don't want to wait till an in-person or video chat session. Okay, so let's get into today's topic, where your focus should be, okay? I'm going to go from the scope of a relationship. However, this applies to everything. Okay, this applies to everything, you guys. Okay, so manifesting a person, manifesting a specific amount of money, manifesting a job, manifesting career success, manifesting recognition. It's all the same approach. You just have to apply what you're doing here to those areas. Now, the cool thing is, if this is not your first time on my channel, you know that I have affirmation tapes on my channel that are for free that you can start listening to at nighttime. You just have to browse on my channel if it is your first time here. And those affirmation tapes really go into the foundation of your belief system. So when I do coaching with somebody, I generally go over health, wealth, relationships, and career, because why not get all of these beliefs in alignment in your foundation so that you don't have to do this process with each specific thing. You can kind of go through a whole life glow up. But I do want to talk about this from the sense of a relationship, because that's obviously what most of you are here for. But for other people that are manifesting other things, just take this and apply it to whatever other thing you're manifesting, okay? So I've said on my channel, okay, the number one priority here is your stability and your self-concept, the two things, your stability and your self-concept, okay? And what I've said is the circumstances do not matter. Now, as you advance in your consciousness and your understanding of how reality works, you're going to see that undesirable, like if you are in a circumstance right now that is undesirable, okay, that is a manifestation of beliefs that you are no longer entertaining, okay? So the first key here is to become kind of detached from the current reality. That doesn't mean you're going to ignore it. That doesn't mean you're going to run from it. That doesn't mean you're going to hide from it. That means that you're no longer going to give it the emotional impact and power over you to continually disrupt your inner peace. Okay, so what you are feeling matters, but I want to say this, you don't have to feel great to manifest. And we need to dispel a myth here, because people will, when they get into this journey, they're like, oh my gosh, I did an instant manifestation. This was really awesome. This thing popped up. And the one thing that I want you all to really understand is you're always instantly manifesting. So it's not just the good, that one good thing or those little good things that are instantly manifesting. And wow, I finally got it. Now I'm instantly manifesting. No. Everything is an instant manifestation, whether it's good or it's not good, okay? And so when it comes to creating change in your reality, especially when you're in an undesirable circumstance, the first step is acceptance, meaning becoming okay with what's in front of you, not okay in the way of surrendering to it or saying, this is it for me, I can't do this. It's more that you have to become detached from it and deal with it logically in the moment in a way that doesn't emotionally impact you. So like with a person or a job, okay? like a person. Let's go from, since I'm talking about relationships. Instead of fighting what is going on, instead of resisting what is going on, instead of checking text messages, instead of wondering what they're doing, or allowing yourself to spiral into this really anxious state of being, or going over all the circumstances in your mind, you need to be okay with it. And however they're showing up, you give it no resistance. You deal with it logically. Whatever they say, hey, I don't want to talk to you right now. Okay, that's fine. You don't give it any resistance, because it's a manifestation of old beliefs. And the more that you fight your reality and you try to make something happen right now when it's undesirable, you're actually feeding into those old beliefs. Okay, so that's the first step, is you have to become detached from what's going on in front of you, because you're going to be moving into a completely new space where you're not dealing with these problems anymore. Essentially, this is old stuff that you just don't even like, okay, it happened, fine, great, but I'm going in another direction. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing, and what helps with this, is getting those beliefs in alignment. So obviously, yes, be sleeping with affirmation tracks on, surrounding worthiness, deserving, I am love, I am allowing myself to be loved, I'm allowing myself to receive love, I'm stable, I'm secure, I'm trusting, I'm knowing, I'm allowing, I'm receiving exactly what I want, I am knowing my worth, I'm always being valued, I am valuable, I'm being treated with value, I am recognized, I am honored, I am respected. Those are the beliefs that you want to start getting in alignment, right? As you detach from the reality. Now, the other thing is, where should your focus be? Your focus, like I said, the feeling state matters. And like I was starting to say this earlier, but I went off onto the point of everything is instant. So I'm going to go back to that point really quickly, okay? You don't have to feel good to manifest. You're always manifesting. But we're talking about getting stable, consistent, happy results, love, harmony, abundance, that peace in your reality. And so that does require you to become aware of what you're feeling. Because if you are upset or anxious or disturbed by the things that are going on in your reality, which could be rightfully so if you're in a circumstance that is not desirable, I don't want to not validate the emotional impact of what's going on. The key here, though, is that you have to start moving past it. Because in order to get to the solution, you have to stop focusing on the problem and become the solution. You have to do things to shift yourself, and it does take a little bit of conscious discipline. But the cool thing is you're doing most of this at nighttime. And so what I have seen before is people that are working on their self-concept, they start getting results from their specific person, and then all of a sudden like an old pattern pops up and they regress all the way back into, what am I doing wrong? This isn't working. And this is where the persistence is really, really important, because it's not that it's just working sometimes, that's not working all, like sometimes it's working, you're just breaking patterns. And so I'm going to give you the context here for where the focus should be. Okay. So the first thing is to kind of detach from what's going on in your reality and stop giving it power and become okay with it and start working on your beliefs. The second thing is recontextualizing what love is. Okay. So the main point of this video is for you to understand and fully come into union with yourself and get that nobody can meet your needs but you. Nobody can make you feel love but you. Nobody can make you happy but you. Nobody can make you feel chosen but you. Nobody can make you feel secure, stable, trusting but you. Okay, so the key to manifesting out of an undesirable circumstance with a specific person is you have to stop looking to them to make you feel that way. And I talk about this in client sessions, the end state of like when it's done and it's done is kind of this feeling state of when you're single and you like break up with somebody and you're finally over them. It's just this like freedom, this expansiveness. You're not worried about anything. You just know it's done. You can go enjoy your reality. Now we need to talk about this because it's very important. Okay. Where should your focus be? Your focus should be on feeling better and getting the best beliefs in alignment within yourself and enjoying your reality. When something is actually done for you, when you're actually in that end state, you're not going to be focused on circumstances. You're not going to be worried about anything. And it doesn't really matter how the person shows up because you're not gaining anything from them. You're sharing what you're feeling internally with them. And it's this mindset of, I was fine before you were here. I will be fine even if you're not here. I don't need you. I'm not attached to you. However, I like you and we're going to have an amazing relationship together. Now, how do you persist through the circumstances this way? Okay. If you have a lot of resistance to what's going on, you need to drop it completely. Don't even try to manifest the person right now, because if you are so focused on circumstances, the more that you focus on the circumstances, the more you're going to be distressed. So you need to put some conscious effort into feeling better. And how I've done this in the past, especially when I've had a lot of resistance, is making sure, I wake up at 5 a.m. every day now. That's kind of something that occurs when you get your beliefs in alignment. You find that you wake up earlier, but I would wake up at 5 a.m. and then I would go on a quick little jog, come home, do some stretching, do some breath work, and then do a 10-minute meditation on those self-concept beliefs, and then write a to-do list for the day and get very enveloped in my life and took the focus off of the circumstance completely. I became whole, happy, and loved within myself. I didn't need my person there to feel like I was chosen or worthy or deserving. It's this expansive freedom feeling again, okay? And then couple that with the beliefs that you're getting in alignment. I am chosen, I am worthy, I am deserving. You're going to see that as you take the focus off of the circumstances and you prioritize feeling better and better and better, and feeling chosen within yourself and feeling expansive within yourself, these natural assumptions will rise to the surface of your consciousness. Oh yeah, this person totally chooses me. Why? Because I'm always chosen. I'm always feeling chosen within myself. And that's where you've got a lot of very fast movement. The other thing that I want to say here, though, is persisting through the undesirable circumstances. So let's say even if they do show up in some sort of way that is undesirable, okay? So for instance, in my relationship, Adam told me he didn't want a relationship, he didn't want marriage. There were so many circumstances that were going on, so many people that were like hitting on him and coming on to him. And even at one point, he made a comment about like something, my height, okay? And he was like, normally I'm attracted to this type of person. And that could have been like a circumstance. I wasn't his type, right? And never once did I think, oh my God, why is he saying this to me? How am I going to change this now? Because the key thing that if you really are listening to what I'm saying, okay, is when you feel chosen and good enough within yourself, it doesn't matter what they say, because you don't need them to feel chosen. So anytime an undesirable circumstance popped up, I never gave it power, because I was like, well, I'm really amazing. I'm really awesome. I'm totally worthy. I'm totally chosen. I'm totally deserving. And I'm fine before you were here. And I will be fine even if you're not here. And so I don't really care if that's where you are, but I know you're going to want to be with me because I'm totally worth it. And so it's this very relaxed state of being of like, I'm taking care of myself and I feel so good and I feel so knowing and I feel so worthy that even if a circumstance pops up, it doesn't really matter because I don't need you here to feel good. Does that make sense? So that's where you're able to persist through the circumstances, because you are, what I say on my channel, emotionally self-regulating. You're not looking to your person for validation. You're not looking to them for love. You're not looking to them for approval. You are creating it within yourself. You're giving the old circumstances no power, and you're staying in that knowing state. This is very, 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 very important, you guys, because if you're sitting here, okay, and you're feeling anxious all day and you're waiting for somebody, or you're looking at circumstances, asking yourself, how am I going to change this? Or why does this keep on showing up? Or how do I do this? Your focus needs to move into, wait, it's not even about this person. Yes, I'm going to have a relationship with them. That is done. That's what you need to realize. That's done. That manifesting aspect is done. The only thing you need to do is get into a feeling space where you feel chosen, where you're validating yourself, where you're happy in your reality, where you're expansive, where you're going out and enjoying the other aspects of your life. Because it's when you let something go, when it's actually done, when you don't think about it anymore, that is where it manifests. That's where you're going to start to get a lot of movement. And so for maintaining your manifestation when that occurs, you need to stay in that space of kind of, I don't want to say detached, but to certain elements detached, in the sense of, I'm creating this within myself. I'm creating love, feeling chosen, happiness, stability, security, trust within myself. So no matter what's going on, I'm going to believe that it's always going to work out. Even if a huge circumstance manifests in my face, I don't really need you here to feel stable or chosen or good enough. I have all these other things going on in my life. I have all these tools for myself to shift myself, to relax myself, to feel good, that I don't even need to focus on this. I don't even need to worry about it. It's fine. When you step into that energy, you're going to see that things change very, 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 very quickly, okay? And so it is all about self-maintenance. What I'm doing here on my channel is giving you tools to pick yourself up each day, okay? And I've explained this in coaching sessions before too, okay? So when it comes to manifesting, Now that we've talked about where your focus should be, your focus should always be on feeling good. Okay, that's it. It should just be on feeling good, knowing it's done, going and doing anything in your reality that helps you feel love for yourself, relaxed within yourself, chosen within yourself, good with yourself, confident with yourself, taking care of your body, taking care of your skin, like just really giving yourself that full, like, yes, I got this. Okay, I'm good. I'm not going to be sitting here sad or crying over somebody because there's nothing to cry over. It's me. I'm chosen. I don't need your approval. You can tell me no a million times. I'm giving myself the yes. Okay. So that's where your focus needs to be. Now, when it comes to manifesting, okay, it's very simple. So you decide what it is that you want and you go to, it is done. That is all you need to do. You just get clear on what it is that you want. Then anytime you think about it, it is done. The only other aspect that you may have is if you have resistance to this thing, you need to build the belief, which is your self-concept. So if I am manifesting a loving relationship, but in my self-concept, I don't feel worthy and deserving of love. I don't feel like I can receive love. I'm in a fear state when it comes to love. That is what you need to work on. That's why you sleep with the affirmations on. That's where you do the breath work during the day. That's where you do meditations. You take care of your body, get some physical activity in there, and you start really shifting and becoming the change you want to experience. Okay. And as you go through that change, you're going to see that you feel better and better and better. You're not as focused on the circumstances. You start really elevating and leveling up in your state of being. And that's where it comes in. But I need to talk about this done thing because it's also very important. So the way that I explain it in coaching sessions is like the ocean. Okay. So circumstances are like waves on the top of the ocean. And what you need to be is that deep layer underneath, that very still layer of water. That is your knowing. Okay. No matter what is on the surface of the water, underneath all of that, it is done. It is a knowing. Nothing can shake my knowing. Like a large mass of water, nothing is going to come down there and disrupt it. Okay. That is the level of knowing that you need to have. So if things are popping up and you're like, man, I don't know if I can do this, you're underestimating your power. You need to stay very stable in that knowing and it's done. And then place all of your focus on feeling really good, giving no attention and focus to the circumstances because it literally doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Okay. And that's where, when you maintain that, when you genuinely maintain that, you get a lot of very, very fast. Like if you do this, you can get results so fast, you guys, so fast. It's ridiculous how fast. Okay. And so let me see. I think there was one last point that I wanted to make with all this to wrap it up. You need to have that still knowing. And I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, the main thing is it's done. And then you work on your self-concept and you make this all about you. That is where your focus needs to be. I don't care if they're telling you no. I don't care if a circumstance pops up. It doesn't matter because you don't need this person to feel chosen anyways. And that's what you have to realize. You're not gaining anything from your physical reality. You're creating it through your feeling state and what you believe and feel about yourself. So the more that you feel that you are trying to change somebody outside of you or manipulate them or force them to be something that they are not, you are taking in my opinion, your focus is in the wrong area. Your focus should be on, okay, this is what I'm getting. It's done. Now I'm going to feel fucking amazing and I'm going to build the best beliefs about myself and I'm going to go enjoy my day and know this is done and just keep on living in this constant state of expansive flow, expansive flow, expansive flow. Okay. So I do want to say when you are changing your beliefs, it can be kind of triggering. And so that knowing feeling, that deep down knowing feeling, even if you have suppressed emotions coming up, even if you have wonky thoughts, even if you have circumstances, it doesn't matter the thoughts that you're having as long as you have that deep knowing. As long as you are making strides in the right direction, you're going to start building a lot of momentum around being able to maintain that. And the moment that you build that momentum, you're going to feel really, really, really amazing. And it's going to become very effortless for you. Okay. So the main thing is your stability. When you step into stable, trusting, being the change that you want to experience, you will literally see that it is drawn to you. Okay. It's not a trying process. Okay. I think that's what I want to finish this video on. It's not a trying process. Okay. So when your beliefs are when you're trying to make something happen, what is occurring is your beliefs aren't in alignment. Okay. So like you're pushing against something and not only are you pushing against something, you're getting all these undesirable circumstances. Your beliefs being in alignment, when I say it's not a trying process, okay, I'm going to relate it to a very simple example. Okay. Most of you have learned to ride a bike. or you know how to drive a car. When you get on your bike, you don't think about, how am I going to ride this bike? How am I going to steer the pedals? You don't think about any of that. Your body automatically does it for you, right? When you get in a car, you know it so well that you put the key into the little key holder without even thinking about it. That is what I mean by it's not a trying process. When your beliefs are in alignment, two things are going to happen. Okay. You're going to be feeling amazing and you're going to draw it to you. Literally, you will manifest it to you. And not only that, you're going to know what to do, when to do it, how to say it. Your body is going to autonomously know what to do because the beliefs are going to start manifesting for you. Okay. So if I have beliefs like I'm always chosen, I'm good enough, I always know what to say, when to say, and how to say it, then in the moment, I'm going to feel chosen, good enough, and I'm going to know what to say, when to say, and how to say it. So if you feel like you're trying to make something happen, or if you feel like you're pushing against something, you need to work on your beliefs more. And a really amazing book to even dive deeper into this point, I've talked about it on my channel before, is called Cybernetics. Okay, I'm going to link it in the comment section. I'll pin it to the top. It's going to explain to you what I mean by that. Because it's not a trying process means once the beliefs are in alignment, it's going to feel very effortless. It's going to feel like the next logical thing to do. You're going to be feeling good and you're going to see this path open up for you that just, oh, wow, that's really awesome. It came to me. That's great. Yeah, I'm going to do this. It's not going to feel like you're trying to force something into play. If you're trying to force something into play, if you're trying to manipulate something, if you're going against a whole bunch of circumstances, you want to place your focus on stabilizing your state of being, taking the focus off the circumstances, getting the beliefs in alignment, and enjoying your reality again, knowing it's done. It's done, it's done, it's done, it's done. That's all you think about it. Why do you think about it that way? When you tell your mind, it is done, okay, it is done, everything in your body is going to work to make that your reality. Not only that, you're intricately interconnected to your reality. So every single unconscious decision that you're making throughout the day, there's tons of different timelines that are existing, right? So if I'm at a crosswalk, why am I going straight across and not crossing it that way, right? There's little micro decisions that you're making all day. And when you stay in that it's done state, it's done state, it's done state, you are going to unconsciously lead yourself to your desire. Everything in your body and everything in your environment is going to work to bring it into the physical. That is the part that you need to trust. So if you're wavering in that it's done, that very, like I said, being that low layer of the ocean, you need to reinforce that. When I want to manifest something, because I am capable, I am limitless, I can literally absolutely achieve anything that I put my mind to. I don't need to worry about whether or not it's going to happen. It's done for me, and I'm going to trust that I will create the way, and the way is being created right now, and I don't need to worry about it. I'm just going to keep on reinforcing these beliefs, feeling great in my reality, and allow for the opportunities to present themselves to me. That is how powerful you are. When you really recognize that, you're going to see how easy manifesting is. Okay? Alrighty, beautiful. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you all later. Bye.